Morning all. New week. We need to finish this anatomical analysis. I've asked you to do this worksheet for me, and if I click on it, you can see there's only 4 of you that done it. Remember, these count for marks now. You need to do it. If we go back to basically the anatomical analysis, we're doing the JAM theory. Now, JAM stands for joint, action, and then the moving of the muscles. Now, what's nice, if you can just add in front of the J something like, are we moving with gravity or against gravity? So in what direction, the downwards movement or the upwards movement? Because that depends on what type of muscle contraction you have. Now, for Friday's test, you need to do biomechanical analysis or anatomical analysis of, we're going to do the squat, the lunge, we'll probably do the lat pull down, the shoulder press, perhaps the push up, reverse push up, a couple of them. So you can actually start preparing them because they're all going to be in there. Now, if we look at a typical movement like the squat, if we look at this girl doing a squat, we can see there's a downward phase and there's an upwards phase. Now, during the downwards phase, we know it's eccentric contraction. The muscles are lengthening. So when you discuss for me anatomical analysis, I would want to know which one are you discussing. First, the downwards phase or the upwards phase. So the first thing you do before you go to the joints is, am I doing the downwards phase or upwards phase? Then if we look during the downwards phase, you can see there's clearly flexion of the knee, there's flexion of the hip, and there's toes coming towards, so there's dorsiflexion of the ankle. So now we've got eccentric contraction. So which muscles are slowing down the movement? So you'll have to tell me, right, Peter, with the downward phase, this is the joint movements. It was flexion of the hip, flexion of the knee, and dorsiflexion. Now the muscles involved in this flexion against gravity is not your hamstrings, but it's your quadriceps in eccentric contraction. The same with the hip and the same with the ankle. Now during the upwards phase, it's a little bit easier. There she goes. You can see it's extension, it's concentric contraction, it's extension of the hip, concentric contraction. So we know it's the gluteal maximus, it's the hamstrings, the quadriceps. So guys, it's the same muscles, just either working eccentric and concentric. It's exactly the same with a split squat or inline lunge. If we look at this, the downwards phase first will be eccentric contraction. Then you need to look at something else here. We've got different movements. So you've got a right side and a left side. So in this anatomical analysis, you must tell me, Peter, I'm discussing the right leg downwards movement and then the left leg downwards movement. And then also the right leg upwards movement and the left leg downwards movement. Guys, try them for me. I'm going to ask them. Remember, against gravity is eccentric contraction. Am I correct? No. If you work against gravity, normally it's concentric if the muscle shortens. During the lowering phase, they are lengthening due to contraction. Then it's eccentric contraction. Right. If you can do those two for me, and remember with a lunge, you've got the hip, you've got the knee, and the ankle. There's 3 joints involved. There's the back leg and the front leg. So this one is quite a lengthy one, where the squat one is quite literally both legs does the same action. Okay. Both of them, please, they're going to be in Friday's test. So you can actually start them now. I'm going to give you about 3 hours on Friday, but you can start with them straight away. If you do not do this worksheet, I cannot mark it. I cannot allocate points. So you need to do this and upload it. It's exactly the same. You know the anatomical analysis of all those things we've asked. Okay. And you'll see there's push-ups. We're going to go through all of them as well. Thank you.